College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Commodores' offense will take the field first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen,
there he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk. Got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Shows him the stiff arm. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Got the 1st down and more. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him! And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That pass is incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quick shuffle pass. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Took a shot as he threw.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the 1st quarter, for goodness sakes.
And the Commodores in the hurry-up. Finding open areas. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Richardson. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Commodores didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Hands it off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Grab behind the line. It's Black. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Pryor. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Leaves it with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got it behind the line. It's Snow. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air. It's Reed. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on third down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And the try is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They got to him in a heartbeat. beat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep. Makes a grab deep. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Pulls it in, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Charlotte. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. North Carolina State has it back in the offense headed to the field. They want to run it left here. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Here's the give off the left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On the option. Can't get him to the ground. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. The sweet feet buy a little time. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Trying play action. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
On the ground with the counter. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. And the Commodores racing to the line in a hurry-up. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Snow. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
1st and goal, Vanderbilt.
Caught in the backfield, it's Snow. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fernandez. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Doors! On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The short hands, it's Black. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he's got it. Touchdown, NC State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out.
And the returner goes down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Timeout.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They kick it away on 4th down. He takes it at the 45. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Got it in the middle, it's Black. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Quickly to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. NC State will pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Bailey. Snagged out of the air. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. He wants to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. NC State quick to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Vanderbilt, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He'll keep it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Black. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Off the boot, looking for his man. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Power football with the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. The give. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. And while ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. After the run, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Wants to throw on first down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today at Evanston.
He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender.
They're trailing by 17 to Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
At the 30.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. He's going to take off. Keeps it himself and gets to first. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Down Commodores.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Vandy. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. To throw, it's Bailey. Here's a heat. Pulls it in, it's Black. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll go right back to the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. 1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Slithers into space, and he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
1st down, Commodores.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
From the gun, the ground game. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Reed. A strike downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. the ground. It's Fernandez. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw for it. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So at this point, I expected them to go for it here. Instead, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This guy's been around a while and in his junior season showing complete command of the offense. And the QB has more than had his way just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Grease, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Kick is in the air. He will not make a fair catch. Steal the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnett. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the Commodores want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the quarterback. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. It has just been superb. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Illegal touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Commodores headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fernandez. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Motion from the back. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Smith takes the handoff. Sweet cut there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. They'll move the tight end. The run from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Catch in the middle, it's Coleman.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab over the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Pryor.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about this.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. He wants to throw it again. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. Their passing game has been simply outstanding the entire game. They've put it in the end zone, and they will get your attention with the numbers they put up.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.